So we're at the border with Ukraine. Don't really have a clue what's going on. There's kind of a queue for trucks on the right, but it's not in the lane, it's kind of at the side of the road. To what purpose, we don't know. Up ahead there's kind of cars scattered everywhere, some dancing between lanes, some not. A load just came up and done a U-ey. We've got no idea what's going on, but we do know we're about 7 miles away from the border. So that's a 7-mile queue. People seem quite keen to park up and just jump out and look down the road. It's 9 AM, see what happens. So we've been here an hour and 8 minutes. We've moved 2 truck lengths forward in the truck queue. That's about it. Had a croissant on the roof. Had a congregation of about 10 Ukrainian lads. Watch me have a croissant on the roof. Currently doing some domestic because it's a bit of a mess in here, so I'm a bit of a tidy up. Might get the Uber out in a minute. I feel that there's many hours to do many things today. Pretty much I want to do any of them. I'm tired and grumpy with crap like it. And you have to listen to these terribly maintained cars. Can you hear that squeaking? Rattling and smoking and bleh. Anyway.
You're so very special, but I'm a creep.
So you can see the massive tailgate behind me. You will hear the horns. I'm just trying to work out the laws of the road. Seems to be, you can sit in this queue, which bearing in mind we've been sitting in for probably 4 hours now. You just kind of queue jump and ram your way in. Sometimes you can get your missus to go ahead and kind of reserve your space by just blocking the traffic so no one can drive forward, and then she rings you and you run up and dive in. And then everyone just goes mental, beeping their horn. Some people drive up to like the rest area and then on the way back down they have a sneak in. It's just fucking crazy. I mean, we haven't got any of it because we're lorries, so we're just painstakingly crawling forwards. But it is very, very bizarre.
So we've been here 6 hours now.
We've now been here 6 hours.
500 metres.
50% of the way to the border. Maybe 75%.
Border is just over there, you can just see it. It started raining. There's a lot of people here, they're not queuing, they're just driving everywhere and honking their horns. It's fucking crazy. So we are probably going to be here all night. Not happy, but it is what it is.
Go travelling, they said.
Be fun, they said.
It'll be fun, they said.
Sit in traffic, they didn't say.
No, to be fair, we knew today was going to be a long day. I think we just underestimated how long.
I hope it gets better than this on the other borders because this is terrible.
Whatever you want, you're so very special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
So the guy behind us is trying to help us get through customs because he's as eager to get home or wherever today as possible because we've been at the border for 12 hours. And he speaks no English and I speak no Ukrainian, and we just seem to understand each other. We've just got the map out and showed him where we're going. and he thinks it's great. And every time we get to a point, I don't know if I'm going to be going or stopping. So he goes like this, and this means stop. I don't know, he goes like this and it means go.
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special. But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice.
So it's been 12 hours and things were going okay until about half an hour, 45 minutes ago. They came across Gary's throwing knives in the truck. They took a bit of an interest in those. So much so they decided to search Matt's truck again, and then decided that the throwing knives and a knife that we had for cutting down branches and stuff were prohibited. So took Gary away. He has to hand the knives over to the police because they're unable to take them. I have no idea where Matt is. I have no idea where Gary is. So I'm stuck at border control. Getting a little bit nervous, but trying not to shout too much. Yeah. I hope they're not going to be too much longer.
17 hours. Is that right? It's 17 hours.
That is right.
17.
That's crazy. It can't be 17 hours.
It is 17 hours. I sat there and worked it out. I had plenty of time to work it out.
So it's taken us 17 hours to cross the Polish-Ukrainian border.
No, that's not quite true. Cross the border, go to the police station and park for the night.
Yeah, okay. So the queue to get to the border was 10 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was about 8, but
No, it was 10.
It's about
Was
10.
it?
Then we done about 2 hours getting through out of Poland.
I think it was an hour.
We don't know. We are so
Just so long.
freaking tired. 17 hours. Some of it was our own fault. Apparently knives aren't okay. Apparently you're allowed to have a medium-sized knife in the Ukraine, and you're allowed to have a medium-sized knife in Poland. However, you're not allowed to take a medium-sized knife from Poland to Ukraine. And if they find you with a medium-sized knife, the army come and the men come.
I'm not even sure what the men in black were.
There was men in black. They were the knife discoverers, who are fucking terrible, may I say. All they wanted to do is take pictures of them and their dogs doing what.
Lots of posing about them finding shit.
I mean, let's be honest. The only knife that they found was the one I gave them, because they said, "Have you got any knives?" And I thought I better give it to them before they find it. They didn't find the other, probably 6. So I spent. Yeah, I know. We should have known better not to take knives. But I spent the duration of my time. He was in with a fuzz, having a jolly laugh, thinking it's all going to be all right, not knowing that I'm crapping it because I've got twice the amount, 3 times, well, 5 times the amount of what they actually found. They actually found, I gave them one, they found one set. One set they said was very nice and then mysteriously went missing before the police came.
I think it was a good thing though.
I think that was a good thing.
These are throwing knives. They didn't look like tools.
They were a present from Tina a long time ago because they wanted to go with throwing knives.
Yeah.
Tina didn't get involved in any of it because if we were the vehicle,
We were responsible.
we were responsible. So she just sat there. Well, I mean, we didn't know what was going on and we were there.
So I just sat there worrying and I couldn't take my eyes off of where I thought you'd gone, but I didn't know where you'd gone. You just disappeared. Both of you just disappeared into thin air.
I think we signed 3 bits of paper in the end.
God
but
knows what they really said.
Because the problem that we knew we were going to have is we've gone from the Roman alphabet, which you can kind of guess some things and kind of work some things out, to the Cyrillic alphabet, which to the point we can't even say anything, never mind read it, write it, understand it, say it. It's just gobbledygook.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
So the grand finale is we were told by the military that we were going to be allowed to go, and then they sodded off, and then the police went, aha, you have to follow us. So bearing in mind we've been on the road for 16 hours.
And it was a follow us. It was like, are we going to get hijacked somewhere?
It started looking really dodgy, didn't it? We started going down these dodgy back alleys into the dark, and he's like, you park here. And he speaks no English. And then lo and behold, it ended up with you need to pay a fine.
We didn't know if we were going to stay the night in the police station or what.
I briefed Tina that she was going to be on her own. She locked herself all up. She was bad. I came back. I'm like, can we come in, please?
So I got taken to the bank with a very nice policeman.
He escorted you to the bank.
He did escort me to
So
the
that you
bank.
could pay the fine.
£200 fine, which we didn't get a receipt for actually, but that seemed like a better option than them deciding that they did want to look in the boot of the truck and find all the rest of the stuff that I shouldn't have had.
And because Matt doesn't actually know what he had either.
I don't think I've got anything that I shouldn't have had other than the big knives they found, but I don't know for sure.
We are going to now pay a bit more attention to what we have. Type 2 fun though, we're already laughing about it.
Yeah.
Very thirsty, very hungry and massively tired.
Need tea.
Need sleep.
Need both. I might have a beer. So yeah, we're parked up in some like lorry lay-by affair right by the border. We're worried it's going to get super busy tomorrow like the other border, but we are in Cape.
The border was mental.
There was fights. Well, not fights breaking out.
Almost.
Argy-bargy breaking out and people running people over because they wanted to jump the queue, and
It was like you'd given a load of kids a car.
yeah, and told them to play bumper cars.
But considering the amount of time that we were queuing for, there was only the one kerfuffle, but there was a lot of people queue jumping, but there wasn't any argy-bargy about that.
We were holding up because we were a bit different to everybody else. We were holding up this other big lorry behind us, and he was trying to G us up. So he started helping us, but he didn't speak any English at all. And he got to the point that when we needed to go, he went like this, and if we had to stop at a kiosk or whatever, he would go like this. So I would look through the back window, through the side window, back at him, and he's either doing this or this. So he kind of helped us through, but then he vanished.
After passports.
After they got after they found the contraband. These two mugs fell in love with the
Dog.
with the police dogs. I mean, I didn't stroke them. I thought they might bite your face off.
They were the soppiest police dogs ever. I tell you, the Malamute, the Malinois.
Yeah. Sorry.
He got tied up to a staircase at one point, and he just whined. And when the guard came over to him to say hello, the dog was jumping up at him. He was like, "This is not how security dogs are supposed to behave." And the other one was just like, "Why have you put me in a truck? Why have you put me in a truck?"
He was very cute and fluffy and stuff.
Yeah, they were not. Didn't seem well trained.
Well, they seem to use them to post the photos to say we're doing our job.
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
So the grand total of people that we've had in our truck, and forgive us for not knowing the names, we had the dudes in black that discovered stuff. Then once you get the dude in the black, you get the men in the shirts. So there's a couple of two different types of men's in shirts. They came in. Then you had the army come in, but then the black black shirted people would come back and have a couple more looks and a bit of photoing and
put the knives back where they found them, take some photos.
Oh, don't forget they came back umpteen times with a tape measure.
Oh yeah, they measured the knives, but they were so terribly threatened by us and our puny little knife, is they gave them back to us. And we had them for like 6 hours, these knives that we weren't allowed to have, all on our own. So we were clearly high terrorism alert. And then once that lot had all finished, they came back to have another go with the dogs, to say get some better pictures. And then the police came. Well, there's a policeman and I don't know, maybe an assistant or something.
Yeah, different coloured shirts.
He came along, and they went in the truck. See, it's the floor of my truck's rots. I don't know about yours, but it's fucking filthy in there.
Oh no, he didn't need them in his truck because it was all in his boot.
Oh crap! Didn't like that.
Well, Tina's still going.
So yeah,
Is that a phone vibrate?
Yeah, that was that one.
It sounded like a horn in the distance.
I hope that saved it.
I suppose it didn't.
The end. Good night.
Bedtime.